Every crafter knows that insatiable love for craft supplies. We get excited over new brand releases, pretty ephemera packs, stickers, tools, and we're always dreaming up the next project. We like to call that happy little voice that can't resist creative goodies our inner craft monster. Today's cute card is a sweet nod to that craft monster, the one that keeps our creativity flowing, our inspiration buzzing, and our craft rooms full of joy. So let's dive right in. The inspiration for this card came from a Dollar Tree birthday gift bag covered in adorable party monsters. One side of the gift bag had glitter accents on each monster, and I immediately thought it would be perfect for representing our inner craft monster. I'll be using this adorable paper collection from Doodlebug Designs called Cute and Crafty. This line is bright, fun, and full of crafty icons we all know and love, which makes it perfect for this theme. For my card base, I'm using the scrapbook.com mixed media paper pad. I cut strips in varying widths from the paper pack, and I'm going to use them to create a fun, unique background. I applied 3/4-inch double-sided adhesive directly to my card base and begin adhering each paper strip down. I have a mixture of solids mixed with patterns from the collection, which adds to the quirky and whimsical vibe of the card. Once everything is adhered, I trim the excess from all four sides for a nice clean edge. Next, I'm using the scrapbook.com nested wavy rectangle dies, and I'm choosing one of the larger dies to cut out a background panel. I'm also going to be using a circle die to cut a circle from the center of the panel, and this is where our craft monster will peek through. And I use a little bit of mint tape to keep both of my dies in place. I'm going to run all of this simultaneously through my die cutting machine. Here's a frame that I already die cut. I took another sheet from the scrapbook.com mixed media paper pad, and I backed it with a bright orange paper from the 12x12 Doodlebug Cute and Crafty collection, and this bright orange just really makes everything pop. To frame the circle opening, I used the scrapbook.com nested stitch circle die, layering the largest and second largest circles together to create a dimensional frame. This circular frame is going to go right on top of the circle to give it a polished look. For the inside of the circle, I cut a square from one of the papers in the collection that looks just like a craft mat. It is so cute and such a fun detail. I sized it just large enough to cover the inside opening of the circle. Before assembling everything together, I cut out our little monster from the glittered side of the gift bag. To add a little bit more depth, I ink blended around the edges of the orange paper using rusty hinge and then layered with carved pumpkin on top to add warmth and depth. Now we're ready to assemble the card. I adhere the craft mat paper to the center of the background using double-sided adhesive. Next, I feed the monster through the circular opening so it looks like he's popping right out of the card. I wanted my craft monster to be holding something, of course, fun and crafty, so I added a Doodlebug Doodle Pops Craft Caddy sticker, complete with scissors and other crafting tools, and placed it right in the crook of his arm. I used liquid glue to adhere the monster securely to the frame, and then flipped it over and applied a 1/4-inch 2mm scrapbook.com foam tape to the back side of the frame. I removed the adhesive paper backing and carefully line it up over the background. I decided to add some googly eyes to make the card a little bit more interactive. And then for the sentiment, I decided to go with this I Love Crafting from the ephemera pack from the same collection. I added a little embellishment right over the top of the sentiment and finished it off with some iridescent sequins to give it some extra glitter and sparkle. And here is our finished craft monster card, perfect for any crafter who absolutely loves supplies, hoards craft goodies, and can never get enough of anything creative. I hope this card inspires you, and if you're a craft monster yourself, you know who you are. I hope you make one just for you and hang it in your craft room as a little reminder of why you love creating. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye, friends.